In this video, I'm going to give you 5 first date ideas from a guy who's had over 200 first dates. All right, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right, and that guy who's had over 200 first dates is me. Yes. So I'm very proud of this. And one of the reasons why I created this YouTube channel. I've been single for 2.5 years now, and I was married for 20 years. And when I became single, in fairness, I was a little insecure. My self-confidence was low, and I needed to go out on a lot of dates in order to get myself boosted up again, okay? But it didn't stop there. I just kept getting women approaching me, matches online when I was using dating apps. And I was like, okay, I keep having all these options and opportunities. And so I would just go out on dates. So then I was like, shit, this is actually would be amazing content for a YouTube channel. Not only to give my perspective of what it's like having been married, but now as an older guy and single. And hey, by the way, guys, I am not 6 feet tall. I'm 5'7", and I'm bald, right? Right. So I'm also sharing these stories of somebody who doesn't have the advantages that maybe you have. Maybe you have this glorious set of hair like a warrior, right? Or maybe you're over 6 feet tall and you've got some advantages that I don't have. All of us have advantages, unfair advantages, and disadvantages. So hopefully with the content of these videos, you like my approach, but most importantly, it's dating as an older guy and what I've discovered. So let me get into these 5 tips, okay? So these first tips, I'm not going to say which specific restaurants or this activity, whatever. No, it's all around how to make these 5 tips around the first date a great first date. And I will share this with you, okay? Millionaire Matchmaker, Patty from Millionaire Matchmaker, that's her show. It's a successful show. And she's matching millionaires, women and men, with people. And she has said many times the best first date involves food and drink because it's casual, it's intimate, and it's a way for people to engage in conversation. And it's really just a great first date overall, and it's safe, okay? If you ask a girl on the first date to go axe throwing, that could blow up in your face. Maybe someone gets hurt. Maybe she doesn't like axe throwing. Every woman likes food and drink. And by the way, I'll leave you with this. If a woman says, oh, I don't do dinner and drinks on the first date, run, bro. Run, because she's putting up weird boundaries. She should be fucking grateful that you've asked her out. And if a woman's not grateful, because then, by the way, you're also most likely paying for that date. So if she's not grateful for you asking her out and you deciding to take her out to have some food and some drink, then be gone with that. I'm serious, man. I've seen this so many times on dating apps where you could see on their profile, they're like, I don't do dinner, I don't do drinks on the first date, and I don't do coffee. Okay, I'm not a fan of coffee, but I'm going to get into these 5 things. Then you need to bounce. So these 5 things. Okay, number 1, after hundreds of first dates, these are the 5 things that I've discovered that work the best. So number 1 is choose your date during the weekday. The first date during the weekday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Why? Because if she's an attractive younger woman, she is in the highest demand on the weekends. She's getting hit with her inbox from her friends and from other dudes that want to take her out on the weekends. It's peak hour, okay? Avoid peak hour and you will avoid date cancellations. And you will avoid her saying, well, can I get back to you? Because she wants to get that best option if it's going to be a Friday night or Saturday night, okay? So during the week is the safest and the bulletproof strategy of not having a date cancellation, and she's going to meet with you. So Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So number 2 is do not go 50-50, but go for happy hour. There's so many places that offer a happy hour menu between 4 and 6 p.m. And they have a specific menu for drinks and food that is discounted. Like we're talking like $8 for cocktails, $8 for old fashioned if you like that, $8 for food. Like you can walk out of there, including tip for two people for 50 to $75. I mean, that's awesome for the first date, right? So that's another benefit of during the week is a lot of places have happy hour. So that's number 2, go for happy hour. Number 3 is choose a place with a vibe and nice decor. So she is judging you on the place you choose, bro, and I don't care what you think. Like, and if you don't care about that, then this is going to affect you. Like, if you think it's cool to take a chick to Chick-fil-A or to Cheesecake Factory, then you do you. But as a guy who's been on hundreds of first dates with young, attractive women, right? They are judging your ass on where you take them for the first time. And it, like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive, but ideally it has a vibe. Maybe there's a DJ there. The decor is really nice and swanky. Remember, the place you want it to be sexy, okay? That's what women love. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive. It could be a Latin vibe place. There's a place in Atlanta in the restrooms. They have a mural in the men's restroom and the women's restroom of guns on the wall. They're not real guns, but it's a mural of guns. And I was like, what the fuck? So that's what I'm talking about. Like places that are just very unique, right? And have a vibe. So number 4, ideally you're taking her to a place where you know the bartenders. And you might be thinking, what? Okay, this is important. She doesn't know this. But you tell the bartender in advance because you showed up in advance, right? Because you're that guy. You show up early. And you say, hey, I've got a first date, but don't say anything. And they say, oh, yeah, okay. So then the next time you go to that place, you want to get feedback from the bartenders. And they will tell you straight. They'll be like, you know what? I would bounce. And some of them, this is what happens. You leave to go to the restroom during your date. And then if she starts bad-mouthing you or she says anything kind of weird, you're going to hear about that next time and they're going to go, you know what? This is what she said when you went to the restroom. So there's a lot of advantages of taking her to a place where you know the bartenders, okay, to give you a heads up on green light, red light. All right, last, choose a place that's convenient to you. Like make her come to you and your neighborhood, and ideally doesn't live that far, but make it more of a convenience for you of where you decide to go. And last but not least is ideally that place is pretty close to your place. This does not happen to me often, especially during the week, but you want the option to be there if she says, hey, look, you want to go somewhere else for a drink? And it's an option. And you can say, well, most places are closing around now because maybe now it's 10 o'clock or 11, but I have some Prosecco and ice cream at my place if you're okay, but no expectations, just to let you know. But if you like, we can have a nightcap at my place. I don't get this opportunity very often. I'm just sharing that with you guys. But if I choose a place near me, at least it's there as an easier option where you can walk back, or it's a quick Uber ride, right? Make it convenient for the option to go back to your place and have a drink. Not that anything would happen, but again, it's just you're continuing the night. All right, those are my 5 tips. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time.